Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's episode. We will be looking at a case regarding what happens if the lender in a mortgage transaction does not sign the commitment, but the borrower does. The case at hand is Patel versus a numbered company. And let's look at the facts. So, as I mentioned, in this situation, the lender did not sign the commitment, but the borrower did sign. The funds were advanced. It was a private mortgage of $392,000. The mortgage was registered, and actually, the borrower paid for a year or so. And then there was some kind of dispute regarding this mortgage, and the borrower tried to get out of the agreement and tried to argue, amongst other things, that the lender not signing the commitment was fatal to this transaction and that the borrower somehow could get out of this transaction. And so, what happened? What did the Court of Appeal decide here? So, the Court of Appeal looked at this situation and they were focused on the conduct of the parties in general. So, they weren't just focused on the commitment and whether there was a signature there. They looked at the totality of the evidence and what happened. So, they noted that the mortgage was registered, the funds were advanced, the borrower paid over a year. So the overall conduct indicated the parties intended to be bound by the terms of this private mortgage. And just because the lender did not sign a commitment, that was not fatal to the overall mortgage transaction. So this case is an important reminder that it's important to have complete documentation and have everything signed to prevent these kind of arguments in the first place. But if there is an imperfection, especially a minor imperfection, there's a good chance the lender or the parties will be successful in upholding the mortgage because the court will look at the totality of the evidence. Just because the signature is missing um, likely will not be fatal. If the rest of the conduct and evidence indicates the parties intend to be bound by the mortgage, the court will likely uphold the mortgage. And so that's what the Court of Appeal decided here. And it's a good reminder that minor flaws are likely not fatal to mortgage transactions. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you found it useful, and I will see you next time.